Hey guys, it's McConnell. You're listening to Six Towns Radio with Lucas Yeomans.
Welcome back. So I'm joined now by Bailey McConnell. Hello.
Hello.
You're right.
I'm good. Are you?
I'm already good, thanks, mate. So for those listening who may recognise the name but need a bit of a jog for the memory, could you tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay, guys. So, hey, I'm Bailey McConnell. I'm a 16-year-old singer-songwriter. You probably know me best from the show Britain's Got Talent. When I was 14. I sang one of my own songs on the shows, so yeah.
Now, one of the reasons we're speaking to you today is about your new single, Crystalise, and it's out on the 11th of September, am I right?
Yeah, that's the generalistic, kind of release date that we've got in the diary at the moment, so yeah.
Cool. So the purpose behind the single is for you to spotlight depression and self-harm, which affects many teenagers nowadays, and is something you revealed yourself that you once suffered with. So in saying that, were those some of the reasons that you wanted to make this a single?
No, not at all. I kind of, do you know what? Through my writing and stuff, I kind of write my own songs, kind of based on my own personal experiences. So it wasn't at all to kind of get this kind of bullying campaign behind it. Because at the end of the day, it's just like my music. I just want to kind of get it out there, and I don't want to have people thinking that I'm kind of using a sob story to kind of boost my music, because that's not the kind of way I want to go about it at all. It's my music. It's kind of it's my story really, and I don't want to kind of go about it in that way. But yeah, it's an amazing. It's kind of a single that I wrote about time that I went through with bullying. And it got quite dark. I mean, a lot of people go through it, and I'm sure there's people out there who kind of are probably going through it a lot worse than kind of what I experienced. And but you know what? I don't think of it in a bad light. I don't think of that kind of time in a bad light. I know it was quite awful for myself at the time. I remember it very, very well, but I kind of think back to it now. And kind of before I wrote the single, I kind of used to think back and kind of get myself quite upset about it and stuff. But now I kind of only think of it in a positive light, because I've kind of turned it on its head and kind of wrote a song about it. Turned it into,
I know what you mean.
Kind of converted it into a positive twist through doing what I love. I think that was I kind of don't think of it in a negative light anymore. I think of it in a positive.
Yeah, well, the next question was going to be, was it a difficult song to write about, of course, but from what I've heard from you just said, it was something that you looked on positively instead of negatively. So is that the approach you went for in the actual single itself?
I wanted to get semi-deep in the song, because that's where it kind of grasps its meaning and its truthfulness. So I kind of went quite deep in with the lyrics and stuff, but I kind of turned it into a positive as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, also, it's been announced that you've recently taken on the role of a Younger Mind ambassador, which, of course, is the UK's leading charity to improve the emotional well-being of children and younger people. How important is it for you to be a part of just such a great cause?
It's amazing. I can't believe it's a pleasure to kind of have this opportunity. I can't wait until we kind of get the ball rolling quite a bit, and kind of maybe in the future start doing workshops and stuff like that, and get people to kind of come down and open up and maybe have a talk about their what they're going through and stuff, because it sounds cliche, but it's the best thing you can do. I got told it all the time, and when I was going through it, I got told it all the time that you have to tell somebody. You literally, that's the main thing. It's very cliche, but it's true. It's true. No matter who says it to you, they're telling the truth. You have to tell somebody for it to get easier. And
I imagine for your fan base as well. I mean, because of course I think that you find that with every fan base now. Where there's always some fans that they look at people like yourself, and that kind of helps them, to break away from that and recover. So the fact that one of their idols in a way is going to be, kind of focusing on that and trying to help people recover, I think that'll mean even more.
I think, I think that it would impact them better, and then I think they'd understand a little bit more from it coming from a person their age. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%. I think they'll be able to relate to it a lot more. And I think, to be fair, when it's put into a song, I think music these days is so prominent within like young people's lifestyle and lives and stuff like that. They listen to, I mean, I listen to music all of the time, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people my age listen to a lot of music as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's a kind of a really good way to kind of get through to people, because people do listen to music these days. So yeah.
Now, before we move on, I know there's a lot of people listening who have been affected by depression in one way or another through either themselves or a person that they love or something like that. Seeing as, of course, you've said before, you went through it, and you've kind of managed to learn a lot more about it now in a positive aspect as well. Is there any advice you could offer for someone who might be struggling with it right now?
Any advice? Well, to be fair, just, number one, tell somebody.
Yeah.
And just, no matter how kind of worked up you kind of get about it, you can get through it.
Yeah.
Like, 100%. Like, you have I actually wrote another song about finding the power within yourself to kind of get through a tough experience. So that song's actually called Power Within.
Yeah.
And I think that, everybody who's going through it can put their mind to it and definitely get through it 100%. You're a lot stronger than those kind of people who are being the bullies. Like, you're a lot stronger than them. I know you won't. I know. Like, you won't think about it at the time, and they won't think about it at the time. But definitely, like, you have it in you.
Yeah.
Just as long as you talk to somebody, and then you've got that kind of little leg up to kind of then find that power within yourself to kind of get through it. So yeah.
I suppose one of those things when you talk to someone about it just kind of gets a lot off your chest. Then it becomes a kind of thing where you feel like you can talk to another person about it. And I suppose it's just a gradual recovery process, isn't it, I suppose?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now, we can't not mention Britain's Got Talent, of course, which you're on in 2014 now, which to me, 2014 seems like it was a lot longer than it was. It was only last year, but it feels like it was way, way longer than that. But, of course, you went on there. Of course, you did your audition, and you're in the semi-finals as well. And both of those songs were by yourself, weren't they? Now, that in itself is just shows an extra bit of bravery, because, of course, performing in front of all those people, like, it's Britain's Got Talent, probably one of the most watched TV shows every single year. But the fact you did your own song as well, which not many people know, is a very, very brave thing. But was that something you always thought you wanted to do? It was never a cover. You wanted to do your own music?
Yeah, I wanted to kind of do my own music from day one, really, because do you know what? If I would have gone out there in front of those 12 million people that were watching and kind of sang a cover, when I'm a songwriter at heart, and when I love to write my own music and be original, I think it would have been a big kind of step in the wrong direction, to be fair. And I think what I thought before I went on was, if people don't really like me for my own music and people don't like me for me, then what am I kind of doing? Yeah. So the best decision of my life, I think, to kind of go on there and do my own music. It took a lot of grinding, but to do my own music, but definitely we got there in the end, and it was amazing. I
was actually watching the clip back yesterday, and I noticed one judge in particular was Alicia Dixon. She was absolutely, I think she was in love with you. I mean, that's a cool thing to say. Alicia Dixon was in love with you, but she seemed to genuinely be just like in love with you and your music as well. I think she said as well, your personality straight away was something that caught her attention. So was that something you always wanted to go for, a bit of confidence straight in?
Do you know what? I don't really know, to be fair. It kind of went away like it was just so fast. The whole experience was so quick, getting on stage and then getting off stage. Yeah. It just felt like a dream, really. So I just kind of said what felt right. But yeah.
Well, it worked. It definitely worked. How was the whole experience? Just the whole, I mean, from of course the auditions to find out whether you made the semi-finals to actually getting on the semi. I mean, how was the whole thing from start to finish?
Dreamy. It was like it all felt like a dream. Yeah. To this day, to be fair, like the whole experience of like going out, and do you know what the weirdest thing is? The weirdest thing is going into like meeting some fans, like everywhere really, and they go, "Oh, or I go into a shopping centre and I hear people like whispering or like talking amongst themselves, like, oh, that's that famous lad, that's that celebrity." Like, do you know what? It's just, I don't see myself like that at all. I'm a normal 16-year-old. I do my chores at home, and I get kicked up the bum for not tidying my room. I sprained my hand and bruised my legs on the extreme sports that I like doing. Like, I'm normal. I'm just a normal 16-year-old, and I want every single person to know that. Yeah. Yeah, it really, really frustrates me when kind of people, like the haters and stuff, they go, "Oh, you're stuck up, you're only in it for the money," and stuff like that, because I'm not. I'm in it for the pure love of music. Yeah. And if they got to meet me, I'd hope that they'd see that I'm normal, because I am. I see myself in that light, and my family don't see me any differently and stuff like that. And that's what I love. Yeah. I love having that normal side, you know, along with this kind of dreamy, amazing, once in a lifetime opportunity side. It's amazing. And I just don't want to ever be seen as a selfish, kind of stuck up person, because I'm not. Yeah, well, I'm definitely not. I know that myself.
Well, I mean, I would say you don't come across that way. I mean, you could tell that from the first time you stepped on stage to, you know, your appearances from then on in. You don't come across as someone who is just in it for the money. It looks like you generally love music, just total passion for what you're doing, which is always nice as well. I think people appreciate that, and you know, the haters learn to love it, I think. But you're going to get haters everywhere, aren't you? But you're also going to get fans. You're going to get fans, of course.
I think, what we're kind of bringing to this tour as well, and kind of, I think that kind of supports the idea that I'm only in it for the music. I've kind of got this band with me on the tour. Yeah. To kind of give my sound that next step up. Yeah, cool. And kind of get people to understand my music even more than they are at the moment. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we just finished the first gig. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yesterday, day before. Yeah. Day before.
16th, wasn't it? Yeah.
The first gig, and it was amazing. It was.
I can imagine. Was that the
one?
I've
never performed with a band on stage before in front of my fans, and it was just amazing. Yeah. It just felt so good.
Was that the one that was in? Was that in
Glasgow?
Glasgow, that was it. Glasgow, and then are you in Newcastle tonight? Is that?
Yeah, Newcastle's tonight. So,
yeah. So I mean, people around Stoke-on-Trent, probably the best ones for people to get to there are either the Birmingham gig, which is in the 21st of August. I think. Yep. Yeah, okay, so that's quick. So this Friday, if you've got nothing to do, come down to Birmingham O2 Academy, and then, of course, if you want to go to Liverpool as well, Sunday the 23rd of August, you can go see him there. And then Manchester as well, Sound Control, I was going to say SoundCloud then, Sound Control on Wednesday the 26th of August. So I'll give a quick rundown, because maybe you're listening from afar, but if those people that are in Stoke want to go down, they're the ones to listen to. So obviously you've just done the gig on Sunday, which was in Glasgow. Tonight you're at Newcastle O2 Academy. Yep. Wednesday, the Belfast Sub Bar. Thursday, 20th of August is Dublin Academy. Friday, 21st of August is Birmingham O2 Academy. Saturday, 22nd of August, is the London O2 Academy. Oh, you're going up and down all over the country, aren't you? Sunday, 23rd of August is Liverpool O2 Academy. Tuesday, 25th of August is Bristol The Fleece, and Wednesday, 26th of August is Manchester Sound Control. Are you looking forward to playing? I mean, venues like the O2 Academy that is just ridiculous in itself. I mean, surely when you found out you're going to play at those events, it just blew your mind.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, kind of organising the tour and everything. Yeah. Being able to play at the O2 Academies is kind of a step forward in the right direction, I think. And it's very, very surreal kind of thinking about it, that I'm doing it. And have your fans around the country?
Have your fans been supportive with it, and have they said how excited they are to come? I'm sure on Twitter as well and stuff like that they've been.
Yeah, my Twitter's going crazy at the moment. Oh my God, it's going. I'm only the first gig down, so I can't imagine what it's going to be like halfway through to the end of the tour. So, but yeah, they've been amazing. I love them so much.
Are you looking out for fan signs? Are you looking out for like the signs that they do? Like, I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head. I'm sure none of them are going to be appropriate for radio anyway. But you know, fans go the extra. They go the extra mile, don't they, when it comes to making like fan signs, just to get your attention for a bit.
Yeah, so. They're insane. They're insane. Yeah, definitely, they're amazing.
Have you given them like a fan name? Yeah, I know that's kind of like everyone has one now. I'm trying to think top of my head.
I'm pretty sure they've kind of given themselves.
Yeah, they do. That's what they do,
name,
isn't it? They just decide to come up with it. You don't get a say in it. You have to just go with what it is. It could be a really bad fan name, but if they want to come up with it, then it's kind of settled that way. So have they come up with one yet?
I think it's a safe fan name. It's just Team Bailey.
Team Bailey.
Come up with Team Bailey.
Yeah. We'll talk about your album as well, because you've got a debut album planned for 2016. Am I correct?
Yeah. Well, we've got the album is hopefully going to be coming out next year around summertime, probably.
Okay. So it's going to have a.
So yeah, we're kind of after the tour and after the EP and after the single's going to be released, I'm probably going to get in the studio with like a lot of writers and kind of get as many songs down as I kind of can for the album.
Yeah.
And then kind of pick and choose between the best songs that we kind of come up with and kind of put them on the album and stuff. So yeah. Yeah,
I imagine the decision-making process of an album, because I mean, what I didn't realise until a couple of months ago now was you write around 20, 25 songs, maybe even more, and then only about 12, 13, 14 songs actually get put onto the album.
Yeah, I've got to get our booties to work.
So, what kind of? I mean, obviously you're in for the singer-songwriter, of course, vibe. But are you going to kind of not have a specific kind of tone for the album? You're going to go some songs for upbeat and then other ones kind of chilled out. You're not going to set for one different tone.
Yeah. Kind of a mix and choose between the kind of tempos and stuff like that. So
that's always good. Then I'm looking forward to that. So I take it Crystalise is going to be something that is going to be on the album. I take it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I just have to make sure. Before we go, we're going to do a quick. It's a quick game. We call this the most asked questions. It's the kind of questions that whatever interview you do, and I'm sure you've had an experience of this already, where you'll get just the same questions each time. And we think, as annoying as they are, the kind of questions everyone wants to know. So we put it into a little game to kind of take the mick out of it, but also at the same time because we're actually really nosy and we want to know the answers. So if you don't mind, it's quick questions to ask you. There's no time limits, there's no pressure, but they are questions that you have definitely been asked before in some interview or another.
Go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
So this is the most annoying questions game, and the first question is, who would you most like to collab with?
Ooh. Probably Ed Sheeran or Ben Howard.
I thought Ed Sheeran. I did think Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, they're my two main inspirations.
I can see that.
So yeah, Ed Sheeran or Ben Howard.
Favourite food?
Favourite food? Oh my god. I really like Nando's.
Favourite song at the moment? You can say Crystalise.
I quite like Fifth Harmony. Is it worth it?
Oh yeah, that's
yeah. And I like Where Are You Now by JB.
Oh, of course. Favourite film?
No. Actually, go on. My favourite is Bloodstring. Ed Sheeran's
Oh, okay, yeah.
Rudimental.
I love One Direction, Drag Me Down at the moment. That is a massive tune.
That's a good track as well.
Okay,
yeah, definitely.
Okay. I thought we were gonna have an argument there, and you said you didn't like it. Favourite film?
Favourite film? Wow. That's a very good question. I do like the Aliens vs Predator.
Oh yeah.
Insidious.
Oh, are you a horror film guy then?
Yeah, I'm a horror fanatic.
Wow.
I love horror films.
Wow.
The Insidious franchise is really, really good.
Yeah. There's a new trailer for a new horror film at the moment that is scared the pants off me. I think it's called Sinister. Is it Sinister 2?
First one was weird. It had a really, really bad ending.
Right, okay.
But yeah, hopefully the second one should be a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with horror films, I'm an awkward one. My first ever horror film that I ever watched, I think I was 13 or 14, and it was, The Woman in Black with Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
I had nightmares about that. So horror
really?
films. Yeah, no, and you'd be surprised, really. Horror films are just. But then Annabelle. I mean, you must have seen Annabelle as well.
Annabelle, yeah.
And I didn't think that was that bad. I don't know. Maybe it's because I got used to them.
The trailer looked well scary.
Yeah, and then it wasn't that bad.
The film wasn't too bad.
Yeah, so I was okay. Horror films, it's kind of like it depends how scary the film is. So I know.
Yeah, it can be very, very hit and miss with horror films.
Definitely. They can either be funny, like laughable, or actually really scary. I mean, stuff like...
Well, that's why I love Insidious, because it was like such a proper...
Yeah.
It was a massive hit.
It was a proper scary film as well.
Or whatever, like the storyline was insane, like it was crazy.
Okay, well I'm gonna have to watch them now. I've actually never seen Insidious one, so I'm gonna have to watch them.
There's 3 of them, you've got to watch them all.
And then the last question is something it's a guarantee you've been asked this, maybe not in an interview, but by someone. I actually get asked this question a lot, and mine is nowhere near as good as yours, I would say. The last question is, how do you get your hair to stay up for so long?
It's just kind of just stays up now.
That's my answer. I always give that answer as well.
I use Got to Be glued hairspray, the one in the yellow bottle, and then I use like this powder and some salt spray from when I get out of the shower. I usually wash my hair, like dry my hair, and then put this like salt spray in it, and then dry it again, and it kind of just gives it a really nice texture.
So there you go.
I feel like I'm promoting Got to Be hair products.
There are other hair products available, just in case, just in case you want to use them.
My cousin Gregory Max Barbers cuts my hair.
Okay.
And he's amazing. Yeah, so I get a free haircut here once in a while, and I actually use a salt spray as well.
That's pretty cool.
Really good.
Cool. So yeah. That's advice for any lad out there who wants to get nice hair and feels like their hair isn't really worth it. Then take Bailey's advice and you'll be sorted. All right then. So we'll move on from that now. Just quick before you go, could you just give us people who won't know any of your social media details? So your Twitter.
Yeah, sure. So my Twitter and Instagram are the same.
Yeah.
They're under @BaileyMac02. So BaileyMac02. And then my Facebook is just, if you type in the search bar Bailey McConnell, then it should be like one of the first things that pops up.
And you'll be there. Awesome. Okay then. Well, thank you very much, Bailey, for speaking to us. Good luck with the rest of the tour and with the new single, which is out on the 11th of September, which is Crystalise. And thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
No worries. I'll speak to you soon.
See you later. Bye-bye.